Hi everyone, welcome back to Jaja Draws. It's been a difficult year. In many ways, my children and I are among the luckiest people I know. We have food and a home and the things we need. I haven't lost my job. I've been able to homeschool them and work. The people we are closest to have remained safe and healthy throughout all this. We are so very, very lucky. And yet, this year has been difficult. We have been afraid much of the time. We have been lonely most of the time. And we have been navigating a new way of life the whole year long. My extroverted daughter has grown more and more depressed as her time away from her friends has extended longer and longer. My son, who is on the spectrum, has struggled with the loss of his routines and consistency. And I have often felt like I was failing to teach them, to support them, to sustain them, failing to give them what they need. So it has been a difficult year. The worst moment, I think, was when I realized I couldn't see my family at Christmas. Again, I am lucky. I have a family. They love me. We are close. That is a gift I hope I always see for the blessing that it is. But I have never been away from them for the holidays, and realizing that this would be the first year that I could not be with them, especially this year, when I have felt so alone and wished so much for their love and support, was awful. I want to be clear. I would not spend a single person's life to go see my family. But it still hurts that I can't. When I told my children that we couldn't go, my son sat quietly for several moments. Then he said, "It just keeps getting worse. Worse and worse and worse. And this is the worst." And I put my arm around him and said this. You know, this is the time of year when those of us in the northern hemisphere are watching the light leave us. It is getting darker and darker and darker, and many of us have a hard time when there's so little light around us. That's why this is the time of year that so many cultures have celebrations that are about light. Hanukkah, Christmas, Yule, they're all celebrations of light and joy at their core. We're coming up to the solstice, which is the day when we stop turning away from the sun and start the slow journey back. After the solstice, every day will get a little bit brighter. We'll have colder days and more snow, but the light will be returning, and we'll be getting closer to spring every single day. You're right that this year feels like it keeps getting worse. It keeps getting darker. But we've almost come to the solstice. The vaccine is being given to people. More and more people will be protected. It's going to be safe to see people. Eventually, we'll all be vaccinated, and hopefully, we'll be able to move past this dark time. So you're right, buddy. It's been bad, and it does keep getting worse. And I hate it too. But the solstice is coming, and the light will return. We just have to hold tight to the belief that that's true. Have a joyous solstice, everyone. Take comfort and know that, slow as it may be, we are leaving the dark times behind.